video. I just want to share my thoughts on this really quick, share my opinions on something that just happened. Um, VP Kamala Harris recently invited just a crowd of HBCU students. They refer to them as leaders, or tomorrow's leaders. And all of the videos that came out was about them having a real basement party. I think she threw the party, it looks like in her basement. You had black campus queens, and you had, you know, so-called SGA presidents and all kinds of people who supposed to be representative of their HBCU. Now, I don't know if any Grambling students were invited to that foolishness, but hope not. But they showed the DJ mixing it up, and they showed the twerking and the pouring of the libation, and she just and she came out. Thank y'all so much. Y'all know that weird ass Tales from the Crypt ass laugh that she does. Thank y'all so much. Y'all showed up and showed out. Ooh wee. Y'all continue to drink like like enjoy yourselves. And no, I'm not gonna have a conversation with y'all about tangibles for the black community. I'm not gonna allow you to ask me any questions about policy. Just enjoy the pod and be excited that y'all came to not the White House, but my basement and my personal home. That's the MO of the Democratic Party when it comes to, I guess, their appeal to the black vote. Every 2 years and 4 years, they throw black people a party. When Obama was president, you couldn't demand any policy from him. If you did, you were called a traitor and a sellout. And so they've had they've used this strategy on how to appeal to black voters by trotting out entertainers and throwing a party. Now, these black students, HBCU students, were brought there, and the videos all on Instagram and TikTok, how they're just partying it up. They've never put out any videos where they were actually sitting down and having a conversation with this lady about all of the serious issues that's going on in America, the world, and most importantly with black America. Because black people vote at 94% loyally and faithfully for the Democratic Party. And every 4 years, or every 3.5 years, the Democratic Party totally and completely ignores black people while they hand tangibles and laws and they enact policies for every other group that barely votes at half the rate of black people in this country. So when I saw that video, I just shook my head. I said, what's going on with these damn HBCUs? It's like they're not even training them to be civically intelligent. I mean, what some of the students were saying, when I saw, and you know who you are, you little effeminate little fat dude. Look, my president is black. That means I can achieve a lot of things. Cause my vice president is black. Man, it lets you know just how out of touch a lot of young people are when it comes to politics, when it comes to paying attention to things that are in the news, or paying attention to candidates. When she campaigned, that lady lied about being black. And obviously, I hope none of those young people in that party were biology majors, because genetically, you can see and through her parentage that she's nowhere near being black. But for black people's, it's like their need to be fed pandemonium, they'll accept anything. I never knew that genetics played a part in, well, let's say this. I didn't know that when you enrolled in an HBCU or black college and you pledged a black sorority or black fraternity, that automatically changed your DNA. I had no idea that admissions to a university and being pledged in a black organization made you black. That's basically what the Democrats said that made her black, and what she said that made her black, because she's an AKA organization that started off with all mulattoes, but they just got black, I think, in the late 60s. I mean, black-looking people, black-looking women in the late 60s. But before then, they all looked like Lena Horne. But that's just history, y'all. No, don't worry about that. But let me say this. Uh, about 4 or 5 years ago, there were also students invited to the White House under Trump. They were actually invited to the White House, and they actually, because the videos are out there, they actually engaged the then president with questions. And that's another thing I noticed. There were a bunch of young people, 18 to 24 years old, and they were invited to the White House. I guess they were considered young conservatives. I'm about to sneeze, y'all. Hold on a minute. And the vitriolic comments, the shaming, the attacks that they endured because they were invited to the White House by the sitting president, as opposed to being invited to a basement party by a non-black vice president female. Y'all following me? And then they called those young people all kinds of names. When I saw the videos, those young people were well-dressed. The black girls looked like black girls. Most 90% of them had their own original hair. They were articulate, they were feminine, they were sweet girls. The black girls. The young men, articulate, intelligent. They were, there was some they had their cheering moments, but they also had moments where they were serious. But they were asking questions of the then president, questions that benefited their interests. And then I look at these so-called Democratic young black people. You didn't know if the girls were girls or the boys were boys, a lot of them. And there wasn't too much masculine energy among the young men, but it was quite a bit of masculine and sexy red energy among the black girls there. And of course, you didn't see too many of them that had their original hair in this basement party thrown by Kamala Harris. So, and also, everybody thought it was the greatest thing. The black community think that is the greatest thing. It was the greatest thing since sliced bread. But then when these intelligent, articulate, well-groomed, good-looking, young black conservative men and women were invited to the White House, just happened to be doing Donald Trump's terms. Oh, y'all gave him the business. Y'all drug him left and right on the internet. So the thing is, we're gonna have to get ourselves together. Send me a group of young black conservatives over these so-called liberal democratic young people any day. At least in that crowd, I can tell a boy from a boy, and a girl. And I can see natural hair, I can hear actual intelligence and correct articulation with the young conservative young people. You can tell that they belong to somebody's college. Now I didn't see everybody that attended that group, that basement party at Kamala's home. But what they showed us was not a good representation of us as a group as well as HBCUs. But anyway, that was just my thoughts. I have more, but I'm not going to drag y'all. Just continue to drag it on through there. Y'all enjoy the rest of your Saturday. This is Rico the Opinionist, and I'm just sharing my thoughts. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.